Hello, dear friends. Comets are the heralds of dawn, according to Dog Poet. Comets are messengers that signal the arrival of a power shift in human affairs. They are not the thing itself, but it is obvious that the time has come. Opinion piece, pantomime, fiction, red pill, slow drip, costumes, simulation, puppeteers, scripted show, clown politics, staged operation. The movie is over. It had to be this way. The real fight begins. Psychological warfare, glitches in the matrix, drop-by-drop narrative. The bad actors disappear. The countdown continues. Banks know what's coming. Let's start. Red code alert, according to Media Grid. You are watching a movie. A scripted global program is unraveling. It was never politics. It was a psychological war for your mind. You have watched a script movie while the real war for your mind is raging behind the scenes. From fake politicians to Hollywood-style inaugurations, nothing is what it seems. The script is crumbling, and the truth you fear most is coming out. This isn't politics. It's a war for the future of humankind. A pantomime is a farce or pretense. That is, an action performed to simulate something that isn't real. The word comes from the Greek pantomimos, meaning one who imitates everything. According to Ben Dunklin, some scoff at the idea that we have watched a movie, but when comparing the evidence, it's hard to deny that something strange is going on, something deliberate, something bigger than we ever imagined. Distraction. For decades, we have been told that we live in a democracy, that what we see on television is real politics, real government. But that's not the case. Every major event, every historical moment is scripted in advance and executed like a blockbuster movie, designed to keep you asleep. Those of us who were awake soon saw the crux in the illusion. We weren't crazy, we were ahead of ourselves, ahead of the rest of the society. The operation is designed like a fictional masterpiece. In the beginning, this wasn't meant for everyone to see. Its purpose was to distract the masses, while a handful of awake people could detect the patterns, contradictions in speeches, impossible coincidences, and staged photo ops that seemed out of place. This political reality has always been a movie, a carefully orchestrated psychological operation to control your thoughts and emotions. You were programmed like a computer. For decades, Mockingbird Operation controlled the mainstream media around the world. Your entire worldview was a script, repeated thousands of times until you believed it was the truth. You were told what you think, what to fear, what to love and what to hate. Your entire life was a television show you didn't know you were participating in. Theater. On January 20th, 2021, millions of viewers watched Joe Biden's inauguration live. The sun shone brightly on camera, but official weather records show it was overcast. 6-foot-tall people cast 3-meter shadows at midday. Math doesn't lie. That wasn't reality. It was studio production broadcast as history. The White House touched Hollywood. A member of the Secret Service admitted that the inauguration wasn't filmed in Washington, D.C. It was filmed at Castle Rock Studios in Culver City, California, a Hollywood set built to replicate the White House, the commander-in-chief, a stage actor. Glitches in the matrix with fake scenes and camera mistakes. The girls in pink who disappeared between camera angles. Biden's hand passing through microphones during press events. A funeral cannon salute at his supposed inauguration instead of the traditional presidential salute. The production was loopy because they never thought it would be noticed. Showbiz. Scripted showbiz. Don't mistake theater for harmless entertainment. The stakes are high. We are in a war, not with bombs and guns, but with information, perception, and psychological control. The puppets you see are distractions, while the real battle is going on. A war is raging behind the cutting for control of humanity's future. More than 330 million programmed and deprogrammed minds. How do you eliminate the wicked embedded in every branch of power without triggering civil conflict? You create a controlled movie, a step-by-step awakening process to guide people from blind trust in the system to understanding truth. That movie is the only thing standing between order and total chaos. You can't tell truth the people. You must show it. The full truth would have shattered reality overnight. Billions of people would have suffered nervous breakdowns upon realizing they were living a lie. Instead, the awakening had to be staged, slow enough for the masses to digest, but brutal enough to eventually force action. Extra statutes. Executive Orders 30,818 and 30,848, quietly signed, gave the military legal authority to seize assets of domestic and foreign traitors, prosecute election interference, and seize control of the media if necessary. The battlefield isn't Iraq or Ukraine. It's your television screen and your social media feeds. Trump repeated this phrase ad nauseam. In quotes, they look like they came from Central Casting. That wasn't a joke. Central Casting is a Hollywood agency that provides supporting actors. What if many politicians, bandits, and new victims were literally paid actors playing roles in this global script? Biden body doubles with distinct faces and different demeanors. Something their earlobes are fused together. Sometimes they are not. One Biden whispers like a child. Another walks stiffly like a robot. Multiple doubles and masks. Michael Prottman made it clear. The bad actors who refused to follow the script and didn't cooperate with the silent operation have disappeared. Their fate for betraying humanity. Countless celebrities, politicians, and even media anchors have been replaced, cloned, or masked. We have seen version 2.0 everywhere. Not everything on TV is real. The truth is only coming out now because the public is finally ready to see it. The media will never publish that it was all a movie. There will never be a headline admitting this was a staged operation. You couldn't find it on CNN, Fox, or the BBC. You will have to feel it, see the patterns, and connect the dots yourself. When you do, it changes your whole world forever. Biden was never the protagonist. He was the distraction. He was a decoy meant to keep the world focused on clone politics while the real operation unfolded in the background. This isn't about a president. This is about saving the planet without causing global destruction. Strategy. It had to be this way. The truth revealed too quickly would have shattered entire nations. Families would have collapsed, and riots would have reduced cities to ashes. The slow drip, the cinematic script, was the only way to bring people from blindness to awakening without annihilation. The narrative was told to you drop by drop. You were given just enough information over time to make you begin to doubt the system. Every staged event, every contradiction, every flaw was part of a plan to make you question reality. Only then could humanity rise up and reject the puppeteers. This is a war for minds and hearts, not territory. This war is not fought with tanks. It is fought with scripts, actors, propaganda, and deception. It is the greatest psychological war in human history, and you are in the middle of it. This is not entertainment. This is the final battle for humanity. Stop being a spectator. Stop laughing at conspiracy theories. This isn't a Netflix movie. This is the real operation to free the world from a centuries-old conspiracy. Think, question, feel, act. The movie is ending, and in the final scene, you choose which side of history you'll stand on. Endgame. The show ends. The curtains burn. The masks fall, and the fake script crumbles beneath its own fiction. For decades, they have treated you like an extra in their movie. They have fed you illusions, controlled your mind, written a story you were never meant to win. But this is where the plot twist comes. This is where the audience wakes up and bursts onto the stage. This is where the world realizes that the leaders were merely actors in a global psychological operation designed to enslave humanity. The red curtain has been torn. The truth isn't about to arrive. It's already here, screaming in your face, and no script can stop it. History will not remember fake presidents, orchestrated wars, or propaganda networks. They will remember the day the people rose up, removed the blindfold, and resumed their own story. The movie is over. The real fight begins. Countries. Zimbabwe's redemption is real, backed by gold, diamonds, and lithium. Vietnam is experiencing strong economic growth with an 8.2% GDP increase, a strong trade surplus, and an influx of remittances, leading to a stronger dong and promising investment opportunities. The Vietnamese economy is booming as industries leave China. The dong remains undervalued, but not for long. Thailand's digital control plan failed. Max Igan reveals that Thailand has become a case study of the dangers of a fully integrated digital ID network. The central bank digital currency system, sold as a convenience, brought every citizen's financial life under one roof. The result? Totalitarian control at the touch of a button. Iraq is moving away from the petrodollar. Crude oil is being denominated in dinars. Rumors place test exchange rates between $3.20 and $4.50. Iraq is undergoing one of the most significant periods of economic and financial transformation in its modern history. Baghdad is striving to modernize its custom office, integrate its capital market globally, and consolidate its internal financial unity. According to Mark Sida, Iraqi monetary reform is very significant because it represents tangible progress in this rebalancing narrative. Removing zeros from a currency is a critical step in combating hyperinflation and restoring monetary credibility. Iraq is removing zeros from its currency, a common step before revaluation. These announcements often indicate that the process is already underway. Max Sira highlighted Iraq's commitment to backing the value of its currency with gold and commodities. That future currency, dubbed the I-dinar, is described as gold-backed and based on blockchain technology. This multi-layered security structure represents a sophisticated and robust financial restructuring designed to ensure long-term stability and international confidence. Beyond Iraq, subtle indicators of global readiness continue to emerge. Max Sita says the process has begun worldwide, noting that some Wells Fargo branches are talking about the currency and even selling it. Furthermore, people who receive wealth management information from institutions like US Bank see this as another sign that banks know what's coming. Mark Sira clarified that QFS is a transparent and secure operating system designed to replace the slow SWIFT systems, and that all banks' accounts will eventually use it. It's not something you can access without first opening a new bank account. The countdown continues. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.